Liner Rink in the ECAC Semifinals Championship weekend alongside Scotty Altfeld, a test run of our first live streamed radio broadcast. Scotty, it's hard not to have chills right here. Unfortunately, the fans watching with us aren't going to be able to see the liveliness. You're sure going to hear it. And those anthems were like an SEC football game. Over 2,000 in attendance right now. This is going to be electric.
Yeah, it was hard to get parking even here at Liner Rink. You would just know it's that kind of game where the fans are going to turn out to support, and it's going to be electric in the rink. And as we get set for face-off, it's going to be interesting to see how fan engagement, and especially the pep bands, which are very loud in the contained Liner Rink. It kind of reverberates the sound. So we'll see how that really can get teams going, see how that ends up with affecting the game down the stretch.
Winner advances to the ECAC title game tomorrow at 3:30, the opening game and the opening puck drop of championship weekend. The Golden Knights go with the classic five starters. We have Catterall, Hicks, Cherkowski, Gosling, and Wynn, and the Big Red will take it into the offensive zone, quickly stripped by Cherkowski. She'll work from our left to right here. Stretch pass trying to find Hicks. That's taken away, and now Prefontaine walking forward on it is Wynn. She'll go D to D across for Gosling. Hicks pestering at it along the defensive line, and Ashley Messier works it forward. The pass misses Avar, and now Wynn again will find a stretch pass. Fresh on the ice. Here comes Goodwin leading the rush. Calling for it is Chandler on top of the crease. Goodwin pulls up on the near wing. Fast tip shot goes just wide. Chandler now wrapping around, and it's tipped away and cleared out by Avi Adam. Great start here, Scotty, for the Knights. Now the other way, though. It's Cornell, and the first save by Gruber. It looked like Clarkson was going to have a chance to reset quickly in the defensive zone. Now another shot from a sharp angle, and finally turned away. Dangerous moments after a strong start. This is icing against Clarkson.
Yeah, good chances at both ends. We saw Clarkson get a good tip chance. It wasn't really intended to be a tip, just happened to hit off a skate and go just wide. And then the other way, Fest got beat on the outside, and a good save by Holly Gruber keeps the game tied at 0, only a minute into this game.
The discussion being had at center ice right now. We have 18:54 to go in the first period. Right now, the players are standing in the neutral zone, so this might be negating the icing. It's going to be a center ice faceoff.
I believe it was a Cornell shot that rimmed around, and that's why it's not an icing on Clarkson.
You got the best referees in the ECAC in action for this weekend. Cornell wins the draw, and Gilday will rip it around. Chan had it deflected now towards the slot. Cleared away by Kerwin, but a good stick keeps it in deep. Gosling trying to clear it away. Now it's Gaffredo skating it out. Caroline Gaffredo up the left wing side this season. She has 10 goals, including the game winner against Quinnipiac last week. Now a foot race between Gosling and Chan as Gosling, the captain of the Golden Knights, wins it. Chan's stick goes flying, and Gosling will skate it out. Across the blue line, Gosling holding on the circle. She'll pull up down low. Waiting in the left-hand corner, 2-on-1 against her. Top line for the Golden Knights joining the play. Hicks racing towards it, but this flipped high and down. Now a 2-on-0, a fast break forward. Prefontaine a little slow to get there as the puck got below the crease. She couldn't get a shot off. Good break there for the Knights. Hicks fans on a pass, but at least gets it out to the neutral zone as Gruber will send it right back in. Waiting on it is Gosling. Now 17:45 to go as we welcome our viewers aboard the Clarkson Golden Knights radio network here. We'll have coverage all weekend, hopefully past today's contest. Prefontaine tried to dangle, has it taken off by Laidlaw. Her and Chandler walking forward into the slot with Gosling, and it got just past on Chandler. Holding the right point was Andy Prue. And now stood up by Kerwin. She'll rim it in and go right back in on the forecheck. We'll get to this coming up, but a long list of ECAC accolades are on the ice right here. Now Kerlin springing a breakaway. Her shot between legs, a rebound given up by Bergman. And she dives on it to the applause of the crowd. Scotty, Annalise Bergman, one of the best actually the best in the ECAC. Last night was given ECAC Goaltender of the Year, a huge honor for her.
That's incredible. I mean, obviously, congratulations to her on her performance this year. It's well deserved, and she makes a good save right there to keep the Knights at bay.
Face off in the offensive zone. It's Hicks. She'll lose it, but won back quickly by Kirsten McQuigg, pinching the right wing side. This one's skated out. Knights flip it right back in. Cherkowski won the puck back. Missing on it down low was Gilday. Almost won back. Now Catterall going one-on-one. Battling against Rose Dwyer. Kirsten McQuigg from the left point. Her shot blocked and cleared. A high flip that evades Catterall. Now going the other way is Chan. She'll pull up at the dot. Her shot deflects up and over narrowly across the crossbar. 16:20 to go first period. 0-0 in the ECAC semifinal. Cherkowski drops to Wynn. Now she'll skate right wing side. One-on-one against Rose Dwyer. Wynn knocks her to the ice. Cornell faithful wanted a call. They don't get it. Now one-timer Gosling. It knuckles its way past the Cornell crease. Held by Piper Grober down low. Here's Prefontaine off the wall and out. Skating is Fleming. Backhanded by Laidlaw. Well done by the Knights, but it's icing with 15:41 to go, Scotty.
Great poke check there by Nicole Gosling to keep Cornell at bay, but the Knights have to do a better job of preventing those odd man rushes the other way. We saw that last weekend. Quinnipiac was a big fan of springing the high forward, and it might be the same here with Cornell.
Goodwin on the draw for Clarkson. Wins it forward. Now Laidlaw springing a 2-on-1. Chandler is with her to the right. Laidlaw from the circle, and her shot was tipped wide. Gafrito jumped in quickly. Now it's won back by Gosling to her right for Fess. Annalise Bergman against Messier. Gafrito pinched along the half wall. Big Red able to skate it forward. Bouncing puck. Hurry able to take it. Pressuring her was McKenna Van Gelder. Bergman out of her net. She'll drop it over to the left corner. 15 minutes to go in the first period as we've played 5. 0-0 is the score. Morissette on the backhand. Has Hicks in the right wing corner. This glassed out. Through. Back across the center line. And this one up into the bench of Cornell. Scotty, 14:41 to go.
Yep, and it's as exciting in the rink as we thought it was going to be. You can hear the battle of the bands going on behind the scenes. Obviously, just a great atmosphere for the players to play in for this semifinal game.
Well, last week, Scotty and I had to fight to keep our voices with 5 straight games. Big hit laid at center ice right off the draw. It was Nicole Gosling. And now a whistle as the shot rimmed wide. 14:30 to go. And we'll sort it out here. I missed it, Scotty.
Yeah, it's going to be an offsides. It wasn't really that close, but obviously, hard to hear in here. So the whistle came a bit late. It was hard to hear, so the shot came off, and obviously Clarkson was not very happy about that.
Well, Delaney Fleming got absolutely lit up at center ice by Gosling. That stays no call. We continue to skate 5-on-5 playoff style hockey as Wynn skates through center, but it's taken off her. Prefontaine, nice back check by Wynn. Now holds it in the neutral zone. Cornell swept Clarkson in the regular season this year. Big bounce off the end wall on the dump in deep. Cleared by Wynn. Unable to possess was Goodwin. Rushing in for the Big Red was Caitlin Jockums. Tipped forward by Gosling. Chandler trying to chase against Grober. That pass misses. Here's Fess. Defended well by Jockums, but she swings deep. Now chance for the forecheck to go to work. Gosling and Kerwin, or Goodwin rather, and Kerwin. From the left wing corner, Grober clears the danger and Smelly chases. Katie Chan Sends it past Fess, and Hurry meets it below the net of Holly Gruber. 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go. The Big Red faithful are urging their side on. Clarkson has had the better of the possession early. Different story from last weekend, which if they can continue this push, you would think would favor them. Messier dangling around Catterall, but Catterall wins it back now. Hertz line mates are changing. Cherkowski on the ice. Rimmed around behind the Cornell net to the left side. One back Hicks from the dot. Her shot stopped by Bergman. Hicks from the half wall. Tried to drop one off Cherkowski. Bouncing puck still loose behind the Big Red net. And that one skated away. As Claudia Yu can't clear, she's crunched. This will be a penalty against Clarkson. Touched up below. And Scotty, now we wait. Is it a 2 or a 5 coming up? That was a pretty big hit along the near boards in the offensive zone.
Yeah, they're calling a body check, and it certainly was. Obviously, with playoff hockey, it's a bit different in the level that rises to a penalty. And that one certainly rose to the level of a penalty. And awkwardly into the boards was the Cornell player. We're going to get some discussion between the referee and the Cornell coach, probably looking to get that 5.
And it looks like they are going to review this. 12 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Cornell will have the first power play. Question now becomes whether or not it's a 2 or a 5. As we'll take a look at Clarkson's lines for today. Not much changes from last week. Catterall, Hicks, and Cherkowski on the first line. Laidlaw, Goodwin, and Chantler on the second. Kerwin, Gaffredo, and Morissette on the third. We expect to see Smelly play into that right wing spot where Morissette goes, alternating to the fourth line. Listed as the fourth is Smelly, Stevenson, and Spademan. Greta Brzezinski, the extra skater. Gosling and Wynn, Hurry, and Fess. McQuigg and Prue are the defensive pairings, and Holly Gruber again in net. They are challenging for a 5 here. This would be a game-breaking moment here, an early 5-minute power play for Cornell.
Well, yeah, and it could also be a swing the momentum in the other way. If the call is confirmed, it's only a 2. Cornell loses the timeout, so that way down the road, Clarkson would have that advantage where Cornell does not have the ability to take a timeout. So we'll see what the referees decide here. Obviously, got to make sure we get the call correct. So they will take the challenge, and we'll see what the result is as we hear the Cornell pep band playing the Jeopardy theme song. Pretty appropriate for the time here. As opposed to Clarkson, you can't see the referees while they're doing the replay. They go into a back room here in Cornell. So a bit harder to tell what they're thinking just from looking at them. We can see the discussion of the linesmen, but that doesn't really give us much information.
Scotty, looking at your gut instinct, what are you thinking here?
Well, it was hard to see for me. A lot of, obviously upset fans about the hit, so there were a couple arms in the air. I think it could go either way. It's all going to depend on where the point of the point of contact was, and B, where the player went into the boards, because that's whether it rises to the level of a dangerous hit is those points of contact and where exactly on the body you get hit.
Well, it's Ann Cherkowski sitting in the box, and thinking back 2 years ago against Minnesota Duluth, Cherkowski was eliminated in the first period of 5-minute major, kind of similar in the offensive zone. A boarding call that set her away. Duluth went on to win 2-0 in that one after Clarkson killed off the 5-minute major here. Looking at the statistics, Cornell on the power play sits 9th in the country, 24%. Clarkson's PK at 12th. They kill off 86%. This is a turning point in this game, regardless of whether or not it's a 2 or a 5.
Yeah, similar to last weekend, obviously special teams is important for both teams. As we just heard, the power play penalty kill combo right here is high in the nation. We're going to get a result coming right up. The referees just stepped back on the ice, so we will listen to their decision.
Boos from the Cornell band. I have not seen a hand in the air. Sherkowski sits in the box right now. Here's the announcement. Oh, it's been up to a 5. Good news right now is Sherkowski is still in the box. They didn't give her the game misconduct, but it is a 5-minute penalty to Ann Sherkowski.
Well, again, it's, unfortunate for the Knights that it's a 5, but again, fortunate that Sherkowski can stay in the game because, again, after review, it confirms she will stay in the game. So, a key piece of the Clarkson offense and power play remains in the game. So, again, special teams battle right here. We'll see if the Knights can kill it.
Sherkowski, a big piece of the penalty kill as well. ECAC first team forward. Knights will be without her for the next 5 minutes. Cornell possessing off the faceoff. 12 minutes to go in the first period, a 5-minute major. And Goodwin gets the clear to start. 20 seconds gone in the Cornell major. Kerwin tripped up Schiff along the blue line. Now the Big Red skated in, shot on Gruber, rebound given up, still loose, turning and shooting is Delianidis, and Gruber has the stop. 3 saves for her early in this contest. Delianidis goes D to D to the right side, now down low in the corner. Chan up top, big shot by Dwyer. That was blocked in front by Wynn. Here's Grace Dwyer, shoots, and off the post, off the back of Gruber and out. A bit of puck luck for the Knights. The Big Red are still hounding. 1 minute gone in the 5. Let's go Red, chance starting to go. Grace Dwyer to the right, the shot goes wide. Scotty, you think this is also, if they can get through it, for Holly Gruber, could be a massive momentum builder as Clarkson gets a key clearance there.
Well, we saw her again last weekend with that momentum in the first period of the third game was fantastic. The rest, same thing in the second. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised if the Knights can kill this power play, if they can really swing the momentum in this game.
Blowing a tire was Hicks on the forecheck. Now skating through is Regalado all alone. Glove saved by Gruber. Outstanding. Regalado went 1-on-3 through everybody and made a pretty good move on top of the crease. Holly Gruber has the answer.
And it was a great save. Obviously, a bit weird with the camera on us instead of the play, but a great glove save by Gruber to keep the game tied. She'll cover that one up quickly.
Right off the face-off, it comes on Gruber. She dives on it. We apologize. We can't compete with ESPN here. We are on a 60-second delay, so if you want, you can match us up if you go pause your television. Again, it comes in on Gruber, so killing a little bit of time. Still 3:12 to go on this major kill, though.
And again, it's non-terminating, so if Cornell scores, the Knights still have to finish. Big clear there off the face-off, but the Knights still have to kill the rest of the power play no matter what. So they're still down for the next 3 minutes.
Commercial-free coverage of Clarkson Athletics here on the Clarkson Radio Network, live streaming on YouTube. Again, it's Regalado busting through the defense. They'll get it to her along the blue line. She'll go to the right, looking for a centering pass. It goes right past Adam. Now Adam skates to the high slot, looking towards the net. Her tip looks wide. Knights looking a little tired late in this kill. Trying to find a backhand was Messier. Couldn't get the shot off. Keeps the puck alive. Hicks trying to get a clear, unable to. One-timer, big rebound, but a pad save by Gruber. Regalado takes it on the near boards. 2:20 to go on the major. And a poke check gets it free by Rhea Hicks. The Big Red after retreat, they'll change up. Clarkson getting a fresh 4 on the kill. 2 minutes and 5 seconds as we're inside what would be a normal kill left on the major to Ann Sherkowski. 9:15 to go in the first period. Over to the right side, here's Rory Gilday. Pressured by her line mate in D pair on Team USA, Haley Wynn, and now the Knights will clear on the stick of Gosling. Clarkson looking strong all of a sudden, Scotty.
Again, you feel that momentum as the penalty goes on. You can hear just the rink just get a little bit quieter as Clarkson makes every one of these plays.
Here's Goodwin, and she'll clear it down once again. 1:26 to go as the Knights look to get back to 5-on-5 and get their best forward back on the ice. Grober looking for a big bounce off the half wall. Now it's tied up by Gosling. Delianides chases to the left wing corner. Wynn shadowing. It comes up top where Chandler waits on Dwyer. Here's Delianides, top of the circle, trying to dangle on Wynn. She decides to pull back. Still on the puck, Delianides now for Grace Dwyer. Van Gelder, it was tipped on the way in, and it went just wide as Gruber was moving across crease, and now the Knights will clear it again. Catterall racing to the bench. They'll get Goodwin on. Fess and Wynn remain. 38 seconds to go on the kill. Cleared the rest of the way by Fess, and the Knights fans roar. Forechecking forward is Kerwin. 25 seconds as Ann Cherkowski is now standing in the box. Van Gelder in onside for the Big Red. She's walled off by Hurry in the left wing corner. Gosling, puck got stuck down low as she was trying to clear, now up top. Blocked in front by the Knights. Here they come shorthanded. 2 seconds. It's going to be a 2-on-0. Goodwin shot. Save made by Bergman. We're back to 5-on-5. The Knights have killed the major. Now Cherkowski meets it down low. She gets it off for Gosling. Here it comes Cherkowski. Taken away right in the low slot and flipped out by the Big Red. Winning it free is Gabby Rude. Inside 7 minutes to go in the first period. Adam towards the net. To the back door, Avar. Up top, Regalado at the left point. Shadowed hard by Cherkowski. Gosling drops a bump. Cherkowski a big block forward, and here comes a rush. Regalado getting back nicely. Cherkowski hounding her, though. See how that can play into their favor. Cherkowski with fresh legs. Big hit behind the play. Cherkowski just smashed Messier. Smelly chasing it to the top of the crease. Down in her net is Bergman. And Scotty, I would not be surprised if this one gets reviewed as well.
I don't know. I don't think if they review it, I don't think there's going to be enough there for a penalty because, again, if you review it, it has to be a 5. Great save there. But it has to be a 5, so I don't think that one was a 5. It looked like more of an interference call to me. So, again, Cornell could choose the challenge, but it might not be the wisest decision.
Gaffrito's shot stopped by Bergman. That will bring us to the first media timeout. That's why you're hanging out with us here. Commercial-free coverage of Golden Knights playoff hockey in the ECAC semifinals. And from Lino Rink, the first half of the first period has not disappointed. Scotty, 6:07 to go. We are scoreless 0-0, but the Knights, a massive, major penalty kill.
Well, yeah, and you can kind of hear it in the rink right now. It's not nearly as quiet except for the Clarkson pep band right there as it was to start the game. Again, a great, momentum builder for Clarkson, and Gruber's looking fantastic thus far, which in both the Knights' wins last weekend, that was the case. So we'll see, again, when we get back from the media timeout, not us, we'll be ready to see how the Knights can come out and respond after maybe get some offensive zone time like they did early in the game.
Well, they came out with a hot start. It was all offense up until that penalty kill. And credit the kill. Cornell started real hard there. A lot of pressure, a few very dangerous grade A's. But all of a sudden, the Knights build confidence, a few key clearances, and they owned the second half of that major kill.
Yeah, there was nothing that Cornell could do to get low. I think the Knights' biggest problem, not only in the penalty kill there, but also the rest of the game, is that they're just allowing too many of those odd man rushes. It's getting scary for Gruber, but again, she's made probably 3 1-on-0 saves thus far. So I mean, she's obviously feeling pretty good right about now. So that's the Knights. The Knights have to build on that if they want to continue to succeed in this game.
It's an offensive zone draw as Rhea Hicks steps in. Starting lines back out. Top line, top pair for the Knights. Wynn backhands it across, and Gosling will rim it around. Catterall pressuring, now comes free. On it is Cherkowski in the right corner. She'll turn and look down low. Stuff chance, Catterall, it bounced off the glove of Bergman and hits the side of the net. Now being held on the half wall. Knocked down was Catterall. Comes free for Cherkowski. Win at the right point. High slot Gosling. Puck rolled on her. And now a 2-on-1 developing for the Big Red. Rude across. Big save with the stick by Gruber. She has had the answer so far. Nice stuff by Wynn. The shot comes right to her stick. She'll clear it away. There's a glove in the low slot as Bergman will kick that one free. Fans still filing in, and down below the net of Annalise Bergman as glass comes out here in Cornell. It's going to be a packed house. Rushing forward, Laidlaw drops off Chandler. She'll pull up in the left corner. On it, Laidlaw again. Hard work on the half wall. Able to get it free for Goodwin, does Chandler. Puck stuck in skates. Now Goodwin, a nice move. Up top, Fest one-timer looking for a tip. It goes just wide right by Chandler. Now it's the Big Red rushing with numbers. Prefontaine in onside with Fleming. Prefontaine holds up right corner. She'll wrap around Regalado, directing traffic. She's pointing towards the Knights' crease, and now Gafrito takes a swing to the top of the head. Probably could have been called for interference there, but then a Cornell stick right to the top of the dome. Neither go called, and it's icing against Clarkson with 4:18 to go in the first.
Again, it's playoff hockey. The bar for a penalty has been raised by a little bit, but obviously Cornell was very unhappy with the no call in front of the net as it was a complete wipeout. I mean, looking at it, so that'll be something to keep your eye on down the rest of the game is the retaliation penalties.
Well, Clarkson has obviously made an effort to come with physicality, one of their keys to the game in the pregame. Knights possessing below the net of Gruber. Hurry trying to clear. Glass is at high and out. This could go for icing, and it will as Regalado nearly toe-picked on her own goal line. That would have been dangerous if she went head first.
Yeah, that was scary for everybody in the stands. She just kind of lost her footing for a second. Fortunately regained it because that would have been just about as bad as any dirty hit ever. Just a head first sprawl into the boards, but icing called on the Knights and a defensive zone draw.
Cornell wins it. Here's Rose Dwyer. Her shot from the high slot blocked by Chandler. Rimmed around. On it is Hurry. And now Gafrito trying to skate it free. Oh, try to pass near side. It's going to be icing again. Laidlaw was looking to go off, and she had Chandler calling for it wide open. But if Laidlaw keeps skating there, it's a very dangerous rush. Laidlaw late in that shift trying to get out. Now mistake by the Knights.
Yeah, and now even later in the shift, the tired legs will play a factor in this next couple seconds. Hopefully the Knights can get it clear and get a change.
Tied up on the draw, but the Big Red will possess it. This one tipped in. It's loose somewhere. No sign yet. Gruber has it. Now Fleming was just smoked to the ice. I think it was Laidlaw, the culprit. Roars of disapproval all around. We've got the Clarkson band to our right howling. The Big Red line of faithful to our left.
I believe they're calling a penalty on Laidlaw right here.
Will it be offsetting, or is Clarkson shorthanded again? It's Laidlaw. They're pointing over to our left. Delaney Fleming being sent to the bench. It's a 2-minute penalty. They have 18 up. It is offsetting. Oh, you know what's confusing is Cornell's box is below us here, Scotty. We're looking across. Laidlaw it's offsetting. It'll be 4-on-4 here.
No, 5-on-5, but it should be 4-on-4. You're right.
And all kinds of confusion on the ice right now. Finally, the whistle's blowing.
It will be 4-on-4. Oh, no.
And Clarkson there's 4 Big Red on the ice, 5 Clarkson. They dropped the puck before Catterall gets off the ice, but we're underway. All right, well, we're settled in. 3:20 to go. Boos coming from the Big Red fans. 0-0 is still the score. 4-on-4 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Penalties to Laidlaw and Prefontaine, both for roughing after the whistle. Gosling tying up Deli. Need a stick being held at. No, we'll keep skating. Win through the neutral zone to the right side on it. Goodwin drops Strakowski. Nice defense as Grober breaks it up. Now she'll skate the other way. Goes off to the right. Avi Adam chased down. Oh, no. Gosling. Yeah, that's a bad break. Avi Adam is down. Hopefully she's okay. Now she gets up. Gosling finished walling her off, and as she took the contact, went right into the stanchion, which is probably the most dangerous spot on the ice. And everybody wearing red in this arena is on their feet right now. 2 Golden Knights in the box. This could be another major to Clarkson. It's going downhill quick.
Yeah, again, I think it probably will be. They're going to have to review that just because of the, sheer severity. It looked really, really bad.
Well, now I wonder if they review this, if it's possible to take that call off, because if you review it for a 5, the question is whether or not they call it a 5 or a 2, because if they call it a 5, they can review it and change it down to a 2 or no penalty. Matt DeRozier's argument here is that if that's a full sheet of glass in front of her, that you're not going to be able to notice it. It's just because she goes up over the boards and collides so hard with the stanchion. I'd have to imagine this is going to be a 2. They're going to review it right now. Nothing is up on the boards yet. They have not announced the call. Hold your breath if you're a Knights fan right now, though.
Yeah, it's again, it was a scary hit if you're anyone in the building. But I don't think that had the stanchion been there, I don't think that had the stanchion been there, it might have not even been a penalty. Just like Gosling's momentum carried, into the boards and just, did the spin. Just again, hard to say what the referees will decide on this play right here.
Trying to see if Avi Adam is down on the bench still, so that's good news for the Big Red at least. And Scotty, this is being reviewed here, but as you mentioned, and you think to the way they rewrote the rules this season allows that cornering where if you have a player coming up the wall, another player can come in, and if you wall them off as the momentum goes that way, similar to what Gosling just did there, it's allowed to an extent. But a crushing hit there. Unfortunately, Avi Adams, all right. That's a big piece of the Cornell offense. And we await Gosling's fate right now. Avi Adams, 51 career points, 26 of them coming this year for the sophomore.
Well, Cornell this year has only had 2 major penalties called for them, or against, or for, so they're going on the power play. But potentially 2 in this game, and we're still in the first period.
And not only that, but it would be a 4-on-3, which is a much bigger difference than a standard 5-on-4 for the advantage of the offense in that case.
Well, one of the reasons that, here we get a result. We'll hear it in a second. They don't point like a goal for a penalty. It looks like
I thought it looked like he was holding 2.
So if that is true, a fortunate break for the Knights there, as only a 2-minute power play. That'll bring Gosling out of the box before the end of the first.
So that's a minor penalty to Nicole Gosling is the official ruling. Gosling gets a boarding call. That's a tough. I would have thought maybe roughing. Either way, and Scotty, this is now 1 minute and 15 seconds of that 4-on-3. Win, Hurry, and Cherkowski are the penalty killers for Clarkson. Gilday, Delianides, Grace, Dwyer, and Van Gelder. The power play unit for Cornell. Up top, Dwyer. To the left, Gilday. Now Dwyer in the high slot, shadowed by Wynn. The one-timer, they score. A power play goal. And Cornell is ahead. They strike first with 2:21. That'll even it back up to 4-on-4.
Well, again, part of the reason that there's a 3-on-3 overtime now is there's just so much more space and it's so much easier to score goals. And Cornell just had so much space. There wasn't much that Clarkson could do on the 4-on-3 there. So we'll go back to 4-on-4 until these two penalties expire.
The line of faithful are electrified there on a power play goal. Nicole Gosling now back out for this kill. Knights win the draw. 1-0 Cornell leads. 50 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. The offsetting penalties to Shelby Laidlaw and Delaney Fleming. Now Wynn is uprooted, and it's a penalty coming up to the Big Red. So Clarkson now with 2:05 to go in the period can answer the exact same as Cornell just did.
Clarkson might want to challenge for a face mask here. The way that Wynn went down, it was, I guess I can demonstrate here.
Well, she just took her helmet off and readjusted too.
I mean, the hand came below and ripped upwards. Doesn't look like they will, but again, scary moment for Clarkson fans is Haley Wynn's neck almost just came off right there. But now a 4-on-3 power play for the next
36
for the Knights.
36 seconds of 4-on-3. Then a normal power play. Here's Gosling up top, Wynn. Knights trying to tie it up as Cornell has just scored a power play goal. Here's Wynn, a shot. Save made by Bergman. Regalado chasing to the left wing corner. Winning it back, Gosling. She'll free it up. Catterall now up top for Churkowski. 18 seconds of 4-on-3. Then Laidlaw and Fleming will rejoin. Here's Wynn from the left point. Gosling, a shot. It's blocked in front and cleared away by Rory Gilday. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the first period. Knights trail by 1. This power play will just about clear out the period. Knights trying to tally the equalizer. We're back to now 5-on-4. Wynn, high slot, dances to her right. Her shot looking low. Takes a bounce. Catterall fighting for it against Grober. Churkowski now. Hits Gosling in the high slot. To the right side, Churkowski. She'll skate to her left. Over for Wynn. Final 60 seconds, first period. Clarkson down by 1, but on the power play. Gosling across, wins.